Hello, I'm Jeff DeGraff, and I'd like to introduce you to the Certified Professional Innovator Program. Now, we've asked senior leaders all around the world what's the #1 attribute that they'd like to see in the people who report to them. And the answer is always the same: the ability to make innovation happen everywhere, every place, every day. The ability to create a creative culture and the creative capabilities that drive value.
I think the CPI program is all of the things that are necessary for a successful organization.
This is a part of the whole process of listening to the videos and doing the boot camp and then the practicum afterwards.
So what exactly is the Certified Professional Innovator Program? It's 3 things. First, it's an entire integrated curriculum, an online self-paced curriculum. It includes several videos, an assessment, modules, all kinds of articles, everything you need to have to get up to speed on how to actually lead innovation. The second part is it's an actual jumpstart. So people are required to bring a real innovation project and get it started so that they can learn by doing it. And finally, it's coaching. So once that you're really working on the project, we develop you as a leader and we develop the project so it produces value and growth.
Innovation is very important to our organization and our company, and I wanted to see if I could get better at it.
You've seen on the videos that, in fact, what almost all organizational systems are designed to do is to eliminate variance. And of course, hopefully all of us here are positive deviants. We're trying to make useful novelty happen. We're trying to make innovation happen in our organizations. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to understand that we're going to have to exhibit self-authorizing behavior. We're going to have to be the behavior that changes the organization instead of the other way around.
Today there's a lot of focus on innovation. You read about these startups, these incubators, these overnight millionaires, and for every one of those success stories there are thousands of people who failed, right? But that just shows you how important it is to this generation to really innovate and to really change the world as we know it.
So the irony is innovation is really not born out of freedom, it's born out of constraints. You're creating a set of constraints here that will make your strategy more realistic.
Most people think about innovation as a systematic type of process, and I'm trying to enlighten myself so that I can bring back information to my organization and for myself personally that thinks about it as a cultural issue as well as a system and a process type of problem.
Like a lot of complex topics, I think it's really important to have a framework of understanding and communicating about things. And what I really like about this program is it takes innovation, which is a very nebulous word and is misunderstood and misquoted by so many people, and it actually really breaks it down into its constituent parts and explains it in such a way that is very easy to understand. And then you can think about playing to your strengths and actually what it would take to influence change.
I don't know if I'd say I had an aha moment today. I definitely did during the pre-work, the video series. And that was in the taking the multiple shots on goal, getting buy-in and assessing and things. It was really like, oh, okay, I can see why we struggle in this area, and this could be a key breakthrough idea or process.
I've had an aha moment in the sense that I had aha moments when I was watching the videos, sort of recognizing where I was getting hung up and why I was having trouble innovating or carrying through on my ideas, really. But I think here the aha moment is with some of us as an organization, with some of our ideas, we're probably actually need to move beyond the green and start thinking about how are we gonna now use what we've learned and compete and move things forward rather than just focusing so much on just the create stage.
I feel like these are giving me some concrete ideas, solutions, processes to be able to innovate.
The organization I work for has internal programs that purports to do this sort of thing, and I've taken them, but nothing quite as innovative as this innovation program.
Here's what I'd like you to do as a group. I'd like you to look at these 4 windows. And I'd like you to say what kinds of drivers, things that create trends, things that are the weather, given your particular challenge, what could possibly be affecting it?
I'm definitely going to be recommending this program for our management. I'm going to bring the prismatic thinking into my own team and get them to think about the problem, but I think it would be great to have the directors in my organization get kind of a refresher on how to innovate. Don't tell them I said that.
So one of the things that was interesting doing the videos before coming is that even as I was learning, I would have lab meetings, and I was already trying to teach what I was learning to my lab, and explain to them how the prismatic thinking worked, and so I think that what I'm learning here in the CPI course, I will be teaching to my team, and all of us who are here, I think we'll be bringing this back to the rest of our group.
The point is, does this ever make it into your plan? Never. Do these things affect your plan?
Look at what's important in your life. Look at what projects you're looking at doing. If it is something new, if you don't see the exact same thing, then the CPI program is for you. Because every worthwhile idea that isn't out there needs to be refined and needs to be contextualized in such a way that you're able to identify what the true questions and problems and solutions are. I think the CPI program does that.